Let's see. You're awesome. Thank you for answering all of our questions. Sourcing question. How often do you source? Do you rotate through the same shops or have a schedule? I source every day. Every day I'm in the thrift. And I don't even view it as sourcing, because if I wasn't um like a full-time reseller, I would probably still be one of those people that's in the thrift all the time looking for stuff for myself. So I enjoy it. I don't necessarily view it as work. Sometimes I forget that I'm working, because if I find something really dope in the thrift, like a pair of sneakers or something that I like, I'm gonna keep it. But I'm in the thrift every day, every single day. I might miss one day on like a Saturday or a Sunday morning, but I'm always there. And the gym that I go to is right next to the thrift, and my post office is right next to a different thrift store. So I just position myself in a situation where if I leave the house, chances are I'm going to go to the thrift.
What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod back with another video, and today I'm going to share some of my sales with you guys from Poshmark. Now, as you guys know, I was out of the country for about 10 days celebrating my birthday. I just turned 30 this year on December 25th, so I wasn't super active on eBay on Poshmark for the month of December, but as soon as I did get back, I tried to make sure I shared my closet. And as you guys know, the more you share your closet, the more you have a better chance of making some sales. So I'll share those sales with you guys now. So if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into it. First up is this Under Armour polo, and this is actually a cold black polo. Not necessarily sure if that's like a more expensive brand or not, but usually these Under Armour polos do sell for a little more money during the summer months. But of course, we're in the winter right now, so this one only sold for 16 bucks. So if you guys come across these Under Armour heat gear polos, cold black polos, definitely scoop them up as long as they're a decent price. Usually, like I said, I usually do make some more money on these during the summer months. And during the winter time, the prices usually do dip. Next up is a pair of Adidas Specials, and I got these for 65. I got 65 bucks for these. I actually purchased these on eBay when eBay was having the official Adidas store on eBay was having a sale. I actually purchased it off of there, and I think I got about 5 pairs. They kind of limit you to the amount that you can grab in one order, so I purchased about 5 pairs of these and a bunch of others. So that's just another good way for you guys to source creatively, especially if the thrift stores in your area aren't that good, similar to the situation that I'm dealing with now. Next up is a pair of Levi's 501s, and these sold. These actually took a while to sell. I don't think these sold. I had these probably maybe 6 months. I had these jeans. It was a really big size, so I did think it would sell pretty quickly, because larger sizes usually do sell pretty quick for me. But I think because it was purple and it was a large size, it was a very particular buy I was looking for. So these sat around for a while until they finally did sell. But these did sell for 29 bucks. The good thing about these are actually white oak denim. So anytime you come across a pair of Levi jeans and they're made from white oak cone denim, you can usually get some more money on these. If these were just a traditional black or blue pair, I probably would have made maybe 40 to 50 bucks. But because it was purple, I knew it was a very specific buyer that was going to be looking for these. So I didn't price them too aggressively. Next up, we got a pair of Nike Flyknit Air Maxes, and these were in really good condition. I actually had these in the inventory for maybe 2 or 3 months. I remember picking these up from the thrift store for only like 5 or 6 bucks. It was a really good deal. I did have to clean them up a little bit, but other than that, these were good to go. I had them priced pretty aggressively at first. I had them listed for like 79, and I had a bunch of watches, a bunch of likes. Then I lowered the price down to 59 because I had them listed for a while, and it sold for the $59. So when it comes to Poshmark, of course, you guys know there's tons of lowballers, but I always have to remember that buyers have to pay tax and they have to pay shipping separately. So that's probably why I had to lower my price in order to get these sold. So if you guys are experiencing slower sales, you might want to just adjust your prices just a little bit, but just keep that in mind as well. Next up, we got a pair of UGG Brocs, and these, I had a bunch of these. I think I had maybe 15 pairs of these because I grabbed a bunch of these from the UGG outlet for only 10 bucks. And this was the last pair that I had, so I made maybe 22 bucks on these after all was said and done with fees. And these all sold on Poshmark. I may have sold a couple on eBay, but for the most part, these really did do really well on Poshmark for me. So I'll definitely be going back to that UGG outlet pretty soon, just so I can try to stock up on some more UGGs, especially for Q4. Because as you guys know, if you follow the channel, Q4 was the time when I sold the most amount of boots and just the most sales for me, period. Next up, we got a pair of Rock Revival jeans, and these were the Gen style, so this was the skinny fit. I sold a pair of Rock Revival jeans for like 40 bucks not too long ago, so I was expecting to get the same amount, but I had these in inventory for a while. So once I got a best offer of 28, I just went ahead and accepted that because, like I said, I had these in inventory for a while, and I believe when these sold, I was having a pretty slow day on Poshmark, so I just wanted to go ahead and try to get some momentum going. So Rock Revival jeans, they probably don't sell for as much as they used to, but anytime I find them for a good deal, I usually still do pick these up. Next up, we got a Burton snowboarding jacket, and I had this in inventory for a very long time as well, maybe 5 to 6 months. These finally did sell for $47. I was expecting to get a lot more money for these, especially since they were in really good condition, really good size extra large, but it was just sitting for a while. And I finally got a decent offer on these, so I just went ahead and accepted. I believe I spent maybe 8 or 9 bucks on this, so I still made some decent profit, just not as much as I was expecting, but it is what it is. Anytime it comes to Burton, I usually do gravitate towards their jackets and, of course, their snowboarding pants. Next up, we got a pair of Tahari tall riding boots. These were this is practically brand new. I did have the box, but the box was really beaten up. But for the most part, like I said, these shoes were brand new. I actually got this from the thrift in Santa Barbara right before we left, and I only paid maybe 5 or 6 bucks for these because it was on the half off day. So this is a really good deal for me, and they did sell for 45 bucks. So I was expecting a little more money on these, but at the end of the day, like I said, Tahari boots don't usually sell that much. Maybe if you guys have better sales with this brand, drop a comment, let me know. But after checking the comps, I realized that these weren't as sought after as I thought they were. And next up, we got a pair of Nike Air Foamposites in the copper colorway, and these were really nice, really clean. The only problem with these was that they did have some yellowing on the bottom, and I actually sold these on eBay once, and I got a return because it had some slight separation that I didn't notice because, of course, I didn't try the shoes on. And basically, it was like a slight, almost like an air bubble on the bottom of these shoes. And anytime there's like an air bubble, that just lets you know that there is some slight separation. And considering the fact that these shoes are about 3 years old, maybe closer to 4 years old at this point, they're not super old, but usually separation does happen with some older shoes. So always keep that in mind as well if you guys are out thrifting. Drop a comment if you guys had any similar situations where you thought a shoe was in really good condition and the buyer lets you know that there was some separation, because this was the first time for me. So from this point on, I'm always going to pay closer attention to the details like that. And last but not least is a pair of Nike Air Prestos. And the really good thing about this one is the fact that I sold both of these in the same day, the white pair and the pink pair. And I actually purchased these from Marshall's about maybe I think this was in August when I actually purchased these, and the pink pair was 40 bucks and the white pair was 50. So I made some decent profit. I picked up about 5 of each. So I just tried to play the volume game when it came to these. They took a very long time to sell, but at the end of the day, I still did make some money on these, mainly because I purchased a bunch of these at one time. Now I'm finally all sold out of these Prestos. So usually I don't always go to places like Marshall's to source, only because the one that was in my area wasn't that good. But now that I've moved to a different state, I'm definitely going to try to check out these places more often and try to see what I can find to sell on eBay and on Poshmark, specifically when it comes to shoes, because one of my goals for 2020 is to just really focus more on shoes, specifically brand new shoes, either with brand new with tags or brand new in the box. So drop a comment, share some of your goals for 2020. Alright, y'all, that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.